No.
5.
No! 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 Come
No
on.
way.
Oh my God! What a
No way.
Oh my God!
All right, Dave, go ahead.
This is
Just
a
do it.
terrible
Just
first
let-
impression.
Just
Oh my
lemon
God.
juice.
I was
From the To the Moon Creative Podcast Studio here in Nashville, Tennessee, we are Infinity X, giving a stage and a microphone to human excellence, where we are constantly talking to people who have been there, done that, right? People who are doing mega things in the areas of arts, entertainment, actors, producers, singers, songwriters. And today is a very, very, very special treat for me, Greg.
Yep.
A very
It's a
special
day
treat
for me too, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, replay weareinfinityx.com. We are InfinityX YouTube. And today, the stage has been set. Danny Olabi, actor, singer, songwriter, and TikTok influencer. Danny Olabi is in the house. Danny, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here in the house with you guys. Gray's been my boy for a while. Told me about the podcast, and I was excited, man. Just happy to finally be here, man, with you guys.
Incredible.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
We
We're
couldn't.
doing good, man.
We're-
Can't complain.
Can't
Life is
complain.
good. We
You
got
know?
you on the podcast.
Hell
That's a great
yeah,
start.
I know, seriously. Our base camp just elevated, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, man. You guys are gassing me up. You guys are gassing me up.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, replay weareinfinityx.com. We are InfinityX YouTube. And as always, I am joined by my partner, the young Gray. What's up, brother?
My guy.
How you
What's
doing,
going on?
kid?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Super excited for this, man. I've been working with Danny for a little while now, and a multi-talented kid, super talented in multiple avenues, from producing, acting, you name it, the kid could do it.
Yeah.
So I'm blessed to have him on the show. It's good to see you, my guy. And then let's get to it, man.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
kick it off.
Absolutely. And Danny, we're gonna go so deep into everything that you've done in your career, but I always kick it off. I say you can't know where you're going unless you know where you're from, right? So tell us a little bit about where you came up, buddy.
Well, I've been born and raised in New York. Born in Rosedale, Queens, to be exact. But yeah, I've lived in New York my whole life. I moved around a few different parts. I come from a very large family. First generation American. So my father's from Cameroon, West Africa, and my mother is from Guyana.
Wow.
Very large family. I'm one of 9 kids.
Whoa!
8 boys and 1 girl. So
Holy
yeah,
man.
I think that's where I get my creative juices from. Because my family, there was always so much going on. It's like, how can I not be inspired to just talk about my life, right?
Yeah.
But just I'm coming from a big family, very supportive parents. I was always good at talking growing up. Good at sales and stuff like that. And I was gonna go to business management school, but that just wasn't speaking to the spirit. It wasn't speaking to the soul. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to make like little short films on my iPad with my family, and like I never thought anything of it. I used to just watch Disney Channel and be like, I want to be like those people up there.
Wow,
So
that's amazing.
I used to
Yeah.
just get my iPad together, and I used to call my family together, and I'd be like, I have an idea. And I would pitch them the whole idea on the spot, like from beginning to end. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I was always the main character.
Of course you were.
Like,
Yes, absolutely. Rightfully so. But
always,
yeah.
always. And then I would give my iPad to one of my little siblings, and like when the scene would cut, I would have them put their hand over the camera, and we would reset for the next scene, and then their hand would move. But yeah, like I just remember the passion that I just had for that. Like nothing attached, just a little kid having fun. And I just told my parents, I was like, well, I told my mom. I remember the exact day I told my mom. It's so crazy. I was watching High School Musical. I don't know what it was about. We're all in this together.
Right.
And I was like,
yeah.
but yeah, I really had to decide like what's the next step. And I told my mom, I was like, I think, like I want to be an actor, like take it for real. And right away she was just like, so why aren't you going to acting school?
Mm.
So all praise to my mom, and then especially to my dad. He was just like, if you're gonna do this, you just better give it all you got. Like just full on supportive parents that just like allowed me to just go to an acting school where I wasn't having any academics. They were just like, just go for it. And they full on support me to
And
this
Danny,
day.
what's
So
what's a
that's
what's
just a little
what's a
insight.
day in the life at acting school? Right? What is that like? Because I can't even like I think of school. I think of taking notes. I think of all the things
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
terrible at. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
you know what is
You
it
got
like?
like the math, you got the science.
Yeah.
Like, give us a day in the life of acting school.
So it was a conservatory program full time. So people think, it was easy. And I think this is kind of a stigma about acting in general, that it's all about the glitz and the glamour. It's fun,
Mm.
but it's work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
a normal day would be like a 9 hour day. So I'd have class from 9 to 11:50, then 12:30 to 3:20, and then a 3:40 to a 6:30. So they gave us
Wow.
kind of everything
Yeah.
that's kind of shaped me into the artist that I am today. We had a voice and movement class where we would stretch and practice our vulnerability and our imagination, and that was definitely something when that was the first class of the day.
Oh my
'Cause
Yeah.
God! Yeah, you gotta get in touch with yourself. The first. Oh
Yep.
man!
it's
Oh my
9 a.m.
God!
in the morning, and your teacher's like, basically like, why aren't you being vulnerable? Because I'm still
Because it's
wiping the
9
crust
o'clock
out
in
of
the
my eyes.
morning.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's
Breathe
hysterical.
through it. Yeah, dance classes,
Wow.
speech classes, dialect classes, physical characterization, text analysis. We would watch movies and then write essays on the movie. So I remember I would tell my friends that who go to real college, and they'd be like, but no, it's definitely really challenging. But um, doing the fact that it's something that I loved, and I met so many amazing people
Yeah.
in conservatory, from the teachers to my classmates that I still have connections with till this day. One of them is my roommate, and they just made it all worthwhile, man. Like it was just beautiful.
Think that-
Just dedicated time
Damn, man, that's amazing.
to your craft. There's no pressure of booking the jobs yet, or the real world. You're just in school, and just having fun. It was like our playground. It was amazing.
Have you seen any of the any of the people that you went to school with like rise or like
Yes,
followed
I
their
was
career? Like,
wondering the same thing.
has any of them ever?
We're still all out here doing it. I remember the second year at conservatory, the program got a lot smaller because a lot of the kids went to do the second year in LA, but not many of us stayed in New York, so there was only 8 of us the whole year all together. So we formed like our own little clique. You know what I'm saying? So like they're all out here doing it. I have friends who are in plays. My roommate was on Blue Bloods. I have another one who was on Wu Tang.
Yeah.
Like we're all out here doing it, man. It's crazy.
What was your first gig? What was your first opportunity, I should say?
My first opportunity, I was actually in acting school. So I remember we weren't allowed to audition while we were in acting school, but I was like, man, like I'm not gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted us to just focus on the craft, but because if you miss a certain amount of classes, you'd flunk out. But I basically made it a priority that like I would only try to miss class if I had an audition, so this way it wouldn't pile up. But yeah, I was on a casting website, and it was one of these shows called The Perfect Murder. It was on the Investigation Discovery Channel. It was like one of those shows where they were reenacting like crimes that happened in real life.
Sure, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's called The Perfect Murder. And yeah, I went in for the role, and I remember like a few days later, I got the email saying that I booked it, and that was like my first experience on a real set. And I remember like I was still in school, and I came in with so much knowledge already, and my teachers were so happy for me. They kind of just like followed the protocol saying you can't do it. But when I told them I wasn't going to be in class because I'm going to be on a TV show, they were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super fun. Obviously, like more of like a low budget show, but it was a great place to start for me, and experience I wouldn't trade for the world.
Did your character get murdered off, or?
That's one.
That's
Not as much people have seen that one. That one, I murdered someone.
Oh,
Okay,
all
all
right.
right,
So
all
you
right.
took it.
Someone.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Ladies-
Nice.
ladies
And
and
then ever since then, the industry was just like, nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Replay weareinfinityx.com. We are Infinity X YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about murder because Danny has a habit of getting murdered.
Murdered or in a bad situation.
Yeah. We'll dive into that in a few minutes. Danny, question for you though. when you look at that that first opportunity, right? When you look at the performance that you put on, what advice would you give to your former self now? Right? Like, what are things that, as you've grown, right, as an actor, what are things that you would advise your former self to do that maybe you didn't do?
Man, there's no skipping steps. I would say, Danny, there's no skipping steps, and if you skip steps, you're gonna trip. Like, I
Mm.
remember
Mm.
where I was then and the growth and where I am now, and it's like, to get where I am now, I had to go through that, you know. And the longer that you prolong you allowing yourself to grow, you're just gonna be at this stagnant place. Like, I wasn't as experienced then. I had more nerves then. I didn't know how to channel my art as much then.
Mm.
But I received that opportunity for a reason. We always think like when we get an opportunity, it must be because this is our big break. But it's just like, I believe in a higher power. I believe that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. So I believe that He puts me in every situation for a reason. So it's like that was just like just ran me into the artist that I'm becoming. So I remember I was so nervous and just worried about how well I was gonna do. But yeah, the advice that I would just say is just like there's no skipping steps. So any type of nerves that you feel, or if you feel like you're not ready, you just gotta embrace it all.
Mm.
This is what it is, and
Hmm.
just go through it. That it is what it is.
Yeah.
Allow yourself. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And could you give an example of a step skipped? Like, for, like, because I find that really, really interesting, particularly in your craft.
Jeez,
You're hitting them with these hard ones. A step
Bro,
skip.
yeah.
Yo, this is good.
Yeah,
This is.
man.
I'm growing right now for me.
Yeah.
I'm growing right now. But an example of a step skip. I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to pinpoint just one time. I think like it's one of those things that we continue to go through every day as humans. Like I think like when we're working out and we're mad that we can't pick up that 25-pound weight yet. You got to
God,
start with
yeah.
the 20.
Yeah.
And while we're picking up that 20, we're so upset because the guy next to us has that 25 instead of enduring this 20-pound weight.
Yeah.
You have to be here before you get there. Or if you skip, you're gonna trip because then what are you gonna do? Tear a muscle or something like that. So it happens all the time in life. There's been times where I had to learn it from my teachers, where it's like before I learned how to cry, I first have to learn how to just channel the emotion of just pure sadness because it's not always about the teardrop. So
Wow.
yeah, it's been a journey.
Wow.
Right, dude? I know. I'm like, holy mac. And by the way, I can hear linguistic training, right? Can't you, like, how he
Mhm.
pronunciates his words?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, Danny's a smart cat.
hell,
This
I
the-
mean, I wasn't
he's one
saying
of the
it, but
smartest
like,
dudes that I
but
know.
you can yeah, absolutely, but you can also tell that he's studied that craft.
Yeah.
The art
Oh,
of
yeah.
language is something.
It's hard. I
Hell
still
yeah.
don't even know how to speak
Bro.
correctly. I barely even know English.
I
Yeah.
don't know where. Sometimes I don't know where the vocabulary comes from because I didn't go to regular college. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I was in sales growing up, and I had to talk to people since I was a kid. And I've just always been, I don't even want to say I've always been comfortable speaking in front of people because
Mm.
the nerves gets us all. But I've just always been speaking in front of people. And
Mhm.
my mother and my father are in sales. My dad's a car salesman. My mother sells insurance. So, I've just always had that foundation. Yeah.
Got it.
Now, what? I got a question. So let's talk a little bit about the roles that you played.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
so obviously, I know about the Blue Bloods. I know about the Blacklist.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For-
So,
oh,
what came
so-
next after that first role? Which was the first big one? Was it Blacklist for you?
Yeah, so after the Perfect Murder, that was in my first year of acting school. And that was it for that year. That summer, I worked on a few small gigs. I did High School Musical off Broadway, where I played Chad Danforth. And then
Wow.
the second year of school is when I really locked in. I didn't have representation anymore. I was
Mhm.
like, you know what? I don't have representation, and I'm just gonna lock in on the craft. And yeah, I graduated May of 2019, and September, I signed with my agency in July. That September is when I booked the Blacklist, and that was like my first like
Wow.
prime time, national like TV role.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
How was that for you?
Unbelievable.
Were you a little nervous, like being by what's his name? What's the
I
guy?
was shaking in my boots.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Boots. But not because of any of the series regulars, because I hadn't really watched the show and I didn't know it was so popular until I started posting I was going to be on it. Angela Grovey, who played my mother. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Joyful Noise with Keke Palmer and Queen Latifah.
Yeah, oh,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah,
But
sure.
Angela Grovey was in that movie. She was one of the choir members, and she had like a very substantial supporting role in the film.
Okay.
So I was looking up who was playing my mom, and I saw it was her, and I was just like, wow, this is such a crazy full circle moment. Like, I used to watch her as a kid before I knew I wanted to be an actor, and just be in all of this movie. And now to work with her, it's like, okay, I'm amongst the fish.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
doing it now. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But
Mhm.
she was so cool. We're still friends till this day, and she just really helped me feel comfortable on set. But yeah, the nerves are always gonna be there, but that was definitely like the it factor in me doing that and doing that job.
So that opened up the door, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That opened it. Explain to us, because we're gonna paint the picture. So so your character in Blacklist, right? Explain to us the trials and tribulation he had to go through real quick.
Yeah.
So Aiden McCullough, man. So Aiden McCullough was he was a kid that he's like on his laptop all the time and stuff like that. And I can't remember what really happened in the episode, but there was this guy who he was like committing suicide or something like that, and he was live streaming it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like live streaming it, but it turns out that it was like a fake video or something like that, and like someone's life ended up getting lost. So they were wondering of like who encrypted this video and put like this guy's face on someone else's body.
Mm.
So for some reason, I was what do they call it? Not a victim of when you're
Identity theft or something?
no, like
right.
when they think you're one of the guys who like may have done the crime.
Oh, suspect.
Yeah,
Suspect.
you're a
Yeah,
suspect.
you're a
Oh,
suspect.
brain fart.
Yeah.
I was a suspect. But yeah, so they came to the house and they were just basically like, we think your kid might have done it, and my mom was like, what? And then they were like, this guy's dead. And they basically just like cut to the next scene and they were like, yeah, the kid's innocent. And I was mad because I was like, damn, you guys could have gave me like another scene where you interrogated me or something. But nah, it was an amazing experience and a great place to start.
You got interrogated plenty by freaking Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie
Oh my
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Woo!
Yeah.
What was it like working with Donnie?
And it's a real experience.
Yeah.
Like, so the character that I played, he had to go through some pretty deep stuff.
Yeah.
Again.
And I remember.
And by the way, thank you for
normal
making me a
typecast.
Blue Blood fan now, too,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
I never watched the show
No, I never
before.
watched it. I watched his episode. That was it. And it
Yeah.
was off the wall.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was unbelievable, man. And that got me into it. That sucked me in.
Blue Bloods, I'm bringing you guys fans. You got to bring me back.
Yes. Yeah, resurrect.
So my first day on set and the first scene that we shot was the scene where I had to break down and start crying. So I was like, oh, just my luck. Like, I don't even get a chance to get my feet wet. This is the first time I have to cry on camera that's outside of an audition. But I remember Donnie Wahlberg and Will Estes walked in the room, and there was like this moment of like,
holy crap.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Working with them, like you walk. This is like a show, it's on in the living room, and like your grandma's watching it, and you see these guys on TV for 13 years, and it's like I'm in the same room as them now.
Yeah.
But he was so calm and catering to me, and just like taking care of me. Like he really understood, I guess, the place that I had to go, and just the value, of helping me feel comfortable. He's a true artist, and he understands the ins and outs of it. And from the moment that he walked in the room, even him asking to rehearse, she was like, "Is it okay with you if we run the lines?"
Wow.
I was like, "Is it okay with me?"
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we can. Let's run it.
Yeah, I remember. I remember Sheldon talking about that with Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah,
Too. That's so. I find that so interesting too, because not all. Because when I first think of Donnie Wahlberg, I think New Kids on the Block.
New Kids
you know
on
what
the
I mean?
Block,
Yeah.
yep, absolutely.
And I think music in general. that doesn't always transition real well to the big screen.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
think, like Ice Cube obviously did it really,
Mhm.
really well. His brother has done it
Well,
unbelievably
yeah,
well,
I
you
mean, the
know.
Wahlberg brothers in
Yeah.
general,
Yeah.
both transitioned to acting like pros.
Yeah.
Between Mark and Donnie, forget it.
I know. Crazy.
But when they first came out, you had New Kids on the Block and Marky Mark,
Yeah,
which is a big step.
It's a huge step, and so you're thrown right into the deep end. You got to cry. You have to cry in the very first scene, right? He's you're with Donnie Wahlberg on the set.
I always thought they just poured like eye drops in your eyes or whatever to make you cry.
I've learned that sometimes they actually do that. If you're like
Mm.
a series reg and you got to memorize all these lines, and maybe you got 5 other jobs that you're doing, I've heard that some days if it's just not coming, that maybe they'll help you with that. But I didn't do that. But I'm not gonna knock anybody for doing it, because who knows, maybe I'll need it one day. But
Yeah.
my tears was real.
Mhm.
Oh man, and so yeah, he's taking you through the interrogation. How emotional was it for you, like when you admitted that you were guilty? Like, because like that was like I'm watching it and I'm like, holy shit, like, there was so many different part of my language, excuse me, but there were so many different things behind that, right? Like there was a real subplot to you, your character admitting guilt to having, committed the crime, right? What was that like?
That was deep.
It was crazy.
That
It
was
crazy.
really deep because the backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack there. And what I've realized, with acting, and what you realize in life is like, when you're going through something, sometimes you're not always consciously thinking.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of just going through it. And then after you think back, like, oh, he did this, this, and that. It's kind of like, something happens and then you go to tell like your friend the story and you're like, what happened again? But you just lived through it. So it's like when I put myself in something that deep, I'm not really thinking anything. I'm kind of just going through it. And the best way that I can explain it is like it's emotionally taxing. It's a job. You really have to cut yourself open and allow yourself to go there. And it's fun because we're living in this imaginary world, so we're playing. But it's definitely personal for me, especially being a black man and coming into that, and understanding that systemic racism, and how certain kids, the way
Yeah.
they're set up in their neighborhoods. Like Elijah Martin was a perfect example of like, sometimes just because of the situations that we're in,
Yeah.
just that were placed in systemically, it's like it's either make this decision that can get you in a lot of trouble, or you die. Your life is at risk. Your mother's life is at risk. Maybe you guys can't eat. You know what I'm saying? So
Dude,
understanding that,
crazy.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like going into that and allowing myself to be a vessel. That's just what it was for me. So I think it was um it was to for lack of a better word, it was nice. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. It
Yeah.
was
I mean,
nice.
because
Yeah, to be able to do that.
Danny, you, I mean, I know you're very active in your community, which I'm proud of you for, bro. But I think that was really, really highlighted in what was it, Law and Order?
Law and Order.
In Law and Order, yeah,
Yeah.
in the episode on Law and Order. I think, challenges and misconceptions, and I'm not going to go after, I'm not going to speak to anything with regard to public servicemen or anything like that. But if you watch, if you, that even just that one particular scene that you'd shared with me, where you're getting your hands broken, right? And like was that, as a black man in America, was that a really was that did that heighten your emotions, for lack of a better way to pose that question? You know what I mean? Like, because that's like that cut deep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was.
it definitely did. I remember right when that happened, that was around the whole like George Floyd situation. America was on fire with all the protests and stuff like that. And when I was brought the audition for that role, I had auditioned for Law and Order a few times before. So I think I got like a private appointment for that because, you know, just God blessed me that like I actually look like the women who play my aunties on the show.
Mm.
Um, so they had me audition for it, and I was just like, wow. So the thing about being an actor is it's like we literally get to be a vessel and shed light, on situations and bring people into a world and teach them about themselves, teach them about other people. So when I got that audition, I was like, I want to be the person to do this. Like I was praying, I was
Yeah.
like, God, please, I want this role. I want to tell this story. Like I felt so strongly about the circumstances at that moment. I was just like, I want this. And I just manifested it with all the power in my heart. I was
Unbelievable.
like, God, please. And yeah, it definitely was an amazing experience. I'm so grateful to be able to do that. And shout out Law and Order, man, for
Yeah.
you know
Hmm.
bringing me on to shed light on an issue like that.
Man.
How connected do you get to these characters?
Yeah,
Like
good question.
when you're acting, like how connected are you? Do you feel like you're like what they're feeling at the time?
Yeah, man. So I mean, I go all in with everything that I do. There's no I'm gonna give this character more. I'm gonna give this character more. It's just like you learn, and that's the journey, right? Because I want to get better with each character that I play. So I guess it's safe to say that if I have an audition tomorrow, I'm going to give more to that character than I had an audition last week. Because when I gave my all to that character last week, I learned something, and now I'm bringing more to this character. So it's like I'm growing as a person and as an artist for each character that I play.
Mm.
Um, I try to the best of my ability to step into their shoes, to draw things from my life that is going to help me just resonate and relate to them more.
And
Heck yeah.
contrary, right? Contrary to the, I know where you, I know what you think, but contrary to that character, was your character Wu Tang, right? Like, I would totally different circumstance, but like
Another bad break.
another bad break, I mean, yeah. So let's talk into that for a second.
Man, that was so dope when I got that one because it feels like I'm a part of like a part of the culture now, like
Yeah.
history. Because
Yeah.
Wu Tang, it's like Black culture, hip hop culture, like
Current hip
they're
hop
like
too.
generational.
Dave East, you got to work directly with Dave East.
He
Hmm.
was literally because our characters had like a big brother little brother relationship, and that's how he was on set to me. Like he was so cool. We were chopping it up in between takes. Took a picture with me and everything like that. But it was nice to a lot of the time I feel like as black actors we're playing like the kid that's a part of something bad in like a white people show. But it was nice, even though I got killed in this one too, to just be a part of a black show about
Yeah.
black culture. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I was able to show a different side of myself. Like black people, a lot of the times, like Hollywood is predominantly white. So we're telling white stories, you know what I'm saying? So it's like to have a show about black culture, it's like we're able to show a different side of ourselves in a way, like, that we don't usually get to show on screen
Hmm.
because we're collaborating with different people in different art. So that was
Mhm.
that was so much fun. I felt like I was on the block with like my older brothers when I was in Queens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard Bobby's back in town, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yo, he
I
go
Exactly.
by
really felt
he go by the
how
RZA now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
Ooh,
funny.
he changed his name from to the RZA, right? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But
Bobby
yeah, I am the
Digital.
little brother.
Uh-huh.
That's the relationship that I have with my friends, with my older brothers. So it was nice to do that. Shooting the dice, it was
That's
cool.
cool.
You got 1.6 million.
Wait.
What?
Let's pause here.
What?
We're gonna pause right
Come
here.
on, dude. No.
We're gonna do a quick show, or a quick little pause.
Uh-oh.
I got a segment every week. We do a
Replay.
new
We are
game.
infinityx.com. We are infinityx YouTube.
We got a
You
new
gonna watch-
game. The reason why he's being down is because Dave is gonna be the guinea pig on this event.
I did
all
not
right?
sign up for this. I
So,
didn't sign off on this.
We're gonna play a game every week. We play a game with whoever we bring on. This is gonna be the first one that it's gonna be a little bit funny. Or this is gonna be a great experience. I feel.
Okay.
So for this
character
game,
building is that what it is?
character building. Odds. So the odds are in your favor.
I
I'm
do
gonna
know
say,
that,
Dave.
yes.
The odds are definitely in your favor.
All right.
I'm gonna write a number on a piece of paper.
By the way, do it
And-
so we can't see it.
Oh,
You know?
so people. All right. So this
No,
is.
I'm saying don't write on the paper. So
Yeah,
he can
yeah.
see,
He's not gonna be able to see it. I'm gonna cover it up. I'm gonna write it on the paper, and then I'm gonna put it behind my back. Now I'm gonna go 1 through 10. The name of the game is called The Prophet, because Danny has a great memory.
Yeah. Oh,
So
God.
we're gonna see if he's able to predict what numbers I'm writing on the paper.
All right.
Now, if he gets the
Oh,
number,
gosh.
if he gets the number right, then you have to take a shot of lemon juice.
Jeez.
Wait. If I get it wrong, does anything happen to me?
No, nothing happens to you. This is Dave.
I'm the only unfortunate.
And by-
I'm the victim. Now,
By the way, I got Dave this shot glass. It says David. So
Shout
he
out
has
to
to
Greg.
take a shot
Oh
of
God.
lemon juice. All right, so we're gonna do this 5 times.
My
see
mouth
how-
is already watering, bro.
We're gonna do this 5 times and see how good your memory is. Okay, or see if he can get them right.
Oh God.
Okay,
Danny, please help me out, brother.
so I'm folding this up.
Listen, man, I hope this doesn't hurt our relationship in any way. I was just thrown into this. I don't know what's going on.
I'm folding
You're
this,
innocent, bro.
this paper up, and the paper is gonna go right here until after he predicts.
All right.
All right. So first number, what do you pick, Danny?
Okay, I have to guess.
Yeah,
Between 1 and
first
10.
number.
Yeah, right?
Between 1 and 10.
I'm gonna just start off and just go right down the middle. 5.
Okay. Number is
Shut up, dude. No. No.
5.
No! 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 No!
No
Oh
way.
my God! What a
No way.
Oh my God!
All right, Dave, go ahead.
This is a
Just do it,
terrible
just
first
let-
impression.
Just
my
lemon
God.
juice.
Okay, yeah.
I was being
Oh my! Oh!
All right.
Oh!
man.
Next one. Don't
Oh
worry, you
my
got.
God.
Oh,
There's
my
on,
God.
there's on,
God.
there's 4 more times. It's
Oh,
not.
dude.
That's it, and then
Someone give me roll aids.
and then you're good.
Oh
All right.
shit! Pardon my
All right,
language.
so here we go.
Oh my gosh!
So next number, so we do this 5 times. So we're gonna go. There's no way he's gonna get it 2 times in a row.
Please tell me no.
Okay, hiding it.
Oh God! Oh
I'm
Lord!
gonna fold from this side so
Ugh.
no one can see.
Ugh.
And then I'm gonna put this. I'll put it right in here
All right, I'm gonna start sweating.
until. Here, keep
All
this.
right, yeah. Oh, God.
All right, ready? So second number, what do you choose?
Danny, please.
So, all right. I'm one of 8 boys, so I'm gonna choose the number 8.
Okay.
No! No! No!
And the number is
No! God,
8.
oh my God! You! Oh my God! Yo, you are a prophet. Did you walk on water on your way back to your house, man? Oh my God!
All right, Dave, go
Oh,
ahead.
man. Oh God!
Oh
All right,
my
all right,
God.
all right. Oh my God! It's actually getting better.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's not bad.
Well,
All right, so we
it's
got
horrible, man.
3 more left.
Oh Jesus! Oof. Yeah.
All right, 3 more left, people.
Oh
Again,
my God!
shout out to lemon juice.
Shout out to lemon
Shout
juice.
out to lemon juice.
Yep. Oh my God!
Okay, there's
I'm
no
being philosophical and-
there's
and
no way he's
trying
gonna
to-
there's no way he's gonna get this one.
Please.
If he gets 3 in a row,
Then
he's
we
the
gotta
king.
quit. Yeah, well, yeah. Seriously, then like you should go to Atlantic City.
All right. out of 10. Out of 10. All
Either
right.
that
Get
or
this one.
go buy.
I'm heading to Jersey.
Go do the lottery literally right now. You know,
All right,
I mean,
ready?
oh my God.
So the next one, what do you predict? So this is gonna be the 3rd time.
I'm gonna just go with the first number that comes to mind. 4.
Okay.
I'm not doing all that stuff anymore.
No, you're messing with me now. You're messing
And
with
the
me.
number
No, that is impossible.
4.
No, you told him.
4.
You did.
4.
There is no way. There is no way.
Go
No.
ahead.
No.
Take the shot. He got
Ladies and gentlemen, There is a conspiracy
leave?
happening
You want me
right
to leave
now.
your
Danny,
podcast?
I thought that you were a noble man. There is, oh my God, I've been
You want me to
framed.
leave?
Take the
I'll
shot.
turn off my laptop.
How is this possible?
Turn off my
It's a good.
laptop.
It's good
All
guessing.
right.
If he gets him, you got to do him.
Oh,
This is good.
this is
All right. This is good.
there's
All right, so
something.
we only have 2 more left.
I'm not.
There's only 2 more left. You got to do it. So the second.
What are you doing, bro? What
All
are
right.
you doing to me?
So,
Doing to me? I thought our partnership was real, man.
all right. So we did 3 numbers, so we only need 2 more now. What? I'm trying to think of one that he won't
You're
go
a
for.
bad man.
That he won't go for. So let's see.
There's magic happening right now. I
I'm
feel.
trying to think of a number.
You ever been to a David Copperfield show? Like
Yeah.
something's happening here. You know what I mean? Like,
He's good.
there's something.
He's the prophet. Is what it is.
Oh my God!
What do you got?
You got to be kidding me,
There's no way he'll go 4 in a row.
bro.
Impossible.
7. I'm going with 7. Now I'm like trying to get them right because I'm like I gotta stay high.
You.
7,
Oh,
ladies and
my-
gentlemen.
What are
4
you
in
doing
a
to me,
row.
man?
Ladies
What
and
are you
gentlemen.
doing?
4
This-
in
you
a
are
row.
going to AC. You have. This is the. Oh my gosh!
Let me book my hotel right now.
For
I
real,
am so
seriously,
sorry.
I'm going with you.
But after the 3rd one, I just had to.
Yeah,
just
and
try to, like,
we're all
completely
going
get
down
right
there.
like
We're all. Our first shot is going to be lemon. Bottoms up. I know you are.
All right. Can he go 5
Oh,
for
gosh.
5?
Come on.
There's no way he's going to go 5 for 5. He's at 4 for 4 right now.
I'm like, I can't. I'm losing my voice.
All right.
I gotta start. Oh God.
Last number, people.
There's a
There's
higher
no-
power at work here.
There's no way he's going 5 for 5.
lacking some vitamins that lemon juice has. The guy just wants you to like
Lemon
yeah,
juice is
juice,
good
like,
for
you're
your
getting
body.
it daily.
Is it good? Okay,
Lemon
maybe,
juice-
maybe I've been abusing my body too
No,
much.
lemon
now
juice
or
is
something.
probably the healthiest thing you can do.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
I'm going to be the healthiest guy in freaking Nashville then. You know,
Yeah.
after this, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, who?
Lemon juice is the cure for everything.
Super. Like, well, great.
All right. So we got
Make
the
it a
5th.
double.
Yeah, let's double it. up.
No. I'm just
No,
kidding.
he's right. He's right. Make it a double. The last one. Oh wait, you didn't even? I didn't even have juice in there.
No.
Oh, so this one we got to go completely to the top.
Are you joking with me right now? Are you just stop? Because he's going to get this.
There's no way he's getting 5 out of 5.
Dude, he just got 4 out of 4. He just got 4 out of 4.
There's no way.
It's only 10 numbers. It's like
Yeah, there's 10 numbers. There's no way he's going 5 out of 5.
Okay.
All right, final one.
all right, I'm feeling bad for you, so I'm just gonna guess another number that I did already because there's no way it's gonna happen 2 times.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say 8 again. 8 for the 8 boys.
You're in it.
8 for the 8
No.
boys.
No. Are you? Dude.
8,
Dude.
All right, Dave.
On purpose. He knew. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Good, Dave. Kick it back.
You know, I thought you were my boy. I really did. I thought you were
Kick
my
it
boy.
back, Dave.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, may I rest in peace? Oh God. Oh.
How was it, Dave?
You're a horrible person. You're a horrible. You are too. You are too. Both of you. What did you
5 out of 5.
How is that possible?
It's not.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm out.
That was
I
good.
knew it.
That was good.
Man.
That was good. He's an actor.
I ain't come up with the idea.
You
I ain't come up with the idea.
you are an actor.
He's
And-
an actor.
Oh. Oh, the heartburn. Oh my
AKA
God.
Right
the
there.
prophet.
The prophet. Oh, oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, replay. We are in
That was
replay.
good,
We
Dave.
are Infinity X.
That
I
was
love you,
good,
bro. That was
Dave.
freaking amazing. That was amazing. Danny, shout out to you, kid. That was
All right.
unbelievable.
Man,
So-
shout out to you guys. This is fun. I'm
Uh.
sorry. Drink some water, man.
You want some water? Here's some lemon
No,
water.
get out of here. Just stay away from me. Where's my coffee? Replay, we are infinityx.com.
I'm gonna
We are
drink some
Infinity.
water
Please.
speaking of
Thank you, Danny, for that. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to live vicariously through you.
All right, so kick us off with what you were going to bring up.
Yeah.
Bring up the TikTok.
So, 1.6 million followers on TikTok, right? And you guys, I mean, that's an insane number of people, right?
Yeah.
You're an influencer in that space, no question about it. And the way that you guys met, right, was essentially via TikTok. Was it not? Yeah. So talk a little bit around that journey.
At the time, I had a song called "Ridaho."
Yeah.
And it was big on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So like New York, New Jersey, all of that scene.
Yeah.
We did a contest who could come out with the best dance move or whatever to create this dance, like the Ridaho dance or whatever. So Danny did a skit on the song, which was ironic because it was we had all these people submitting all these dances.
I gotta eat a Rolaids, bro.
Now Danny's following, like his video was by far the best. Like it was actually the best. But the crazy thing was, like, I put it out. All of a sudden, I got thousands of people in my comments like sneaky light, sneaky light, sneaky light, sneaky light. Everywhere. I was like, holy crow! Like, I can't not make him the winner. Like, he freaking, everyone's going nuts for him right now. So, so ever since that day, he won the contest hands down. Freaking, ever since that day, we've had a friendship.
Yeah,
and I've actually brought him on running campaigns for me, even though he's an influencer.
Yeah.
He ran the Lucky Walk campaign, got us to freaking number 3 on TikTok for in the dance category.
Oh my God!
On top of doing his own skits, he brought a whole freaking army of influencers that followed his wave and that were doing it. And some of the biggest TikTokers on the face of the earth we're talking about. Not like the ones that the kid, like one London or whatever, and they're watching TikTok at home. Like, they're bringing up these people's names, like the Dubai twin or whatever. Like, huge names are doing our stuff and following this kid's drift.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's where we really got close after that. But yeah, this kid's skits are out of control.
Yeah, and with that, Danny, like, did you, like, when did you make the decision to really kind of like double down on building out the TikTok brand, I guess?
So I like to say that I was late to TikTok. Other people are like, nah, bro, you were early. But like, TikTok was hot for a while before I hopped on it. Like, I remember, so me making skits in general, started with me in college. Going back to the whole thing where it's like I wasn't allowed to audition, but I had the urge to create and kind of do my own things outside of school. So I'd get together with friends and, I would just make videos and stuff like that. I remember one of my friends was like, the social media game is a little like, in terms of like comedians on Instagram, it's a little like oversaturated right now. But I was like, nah, man, like I got ideas and I'm going to do them my way. And one of my friends, I don't know if you guys know him. His name is Live Like Davis. He used to be Vine famous.
Yep.
He's actually a very close friend of mine through my older brother. And he was still making skits at the time, but like slowly transitioning into music. But he was like my mentor in a way, like kind of teaching the ins and outs of social media, like the style that you act in, the way that you incorporate certain trends into your videos, like the certain tone that you have in your skit, how to caption your videos, hashtags to do. Like, he was really there with me. Nothing ever really went crazy on Instagram, but I was just always, posting the skits, started getting a little more traction. And TikTok came out, and I just had multiple friends just keep telling me, yo, you gotta get on TikTok. You gotta get on TikTok. You gotta get on TikTok. And I was just one of those guys like, nah, man, it's a cheesy app. My content's not gonna be taken serious, blah, 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 blah. I posted one video and I think it got what 5,000 or 10,000 views on Instagram.
Yep.
No. I had got on TikTok already, and I posted one of my videos and an old skit that I had made already. I reposted it on TikTok. It got like 6,000 views, which is nothing on TikTok because it's like everything was going viral on TikTok at the time. But yeah, my next few videos were like not doing well. So I was like, you see, like I'm done with this app.
Mm.
I make another skit called "When Your Girlfriend's Breath Stinks and She Doesn't Know," and I posted it on Instagram, and it went crazy for Instagram because we know how Instagram's algorithm is. It got like 5 to 10,000 views.
Yeah.
10,000 views is what it got. And my friend was like, "Bro, put this on TikTok."
Right.
I was like, "All right." 2 weeks later, I remember I posted on TikTok. I'm literally laying in my bed. I was laying on my brother's bunk bed at my parents' house. It was like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I just uploaded it, and the rest is like history.
Oh
like,
my God, that's
slowly,
amazing. Yeah.
every 10 minutes, it's like me and my. It's like we were waiting for the ball to drop. Like me and my family, we're just gathered around my phone, just watching the numbers go up. Like 100,000 views. I refresh, 200,000 views. It got to 1 million. 30 minutes go by. It's at 2 million, and it just kept going up.
Oh my God.
And then like my followers just slowly grew to like 70,000. And I was like, whoa, like, I got something here. Like I have an audience, like there's people receiving my content. So I made a part 2 to that. It skyrocketed me a little more. And I hopped on the car skit trend for a little bit. And I was just going. I started getting little brand deals. People paid me like $50 to promote their song. But I was like, I had never had that before.
Right.
So I was like,
Yeah.
give me $50. I'll do your song. You know what I'm saying? So the world shut down. I couldn't make skits with people anymore. And then that's when I really found my niche on TikTok, because those car skits of like when I was like doing it with my friend, one of my friends in high school named Shayla, that's what started me. But then when that died out, it's like I had to decide like that in a mixture of the world shutting down, I had to play all the characters myself. And that's when the wig came about, my father's glasses and the robes and the voice and Timmy, Daniel, and Papa speaking. Like, Daniel, told you watch this, It's like, Daniel, I thought I told you to take care of your little brother. You know what I'm saying? So I started like playing all those characters, and that's kind of just like gave me something consistent and just kind of skyrocketed me because, like I was just drawing everything from childhood. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I could find relatable in relationships and big brother, little brother, mom and dad relationship, and that's just kind of skyrocketed me, and the followers just continue to grow. And I was like, wow, like I really got something here. Just gonna keep pushing it.
Incredible.
What was like your biggest video, like as far as view wise? Like you got in the 10 million, 20 million range?
So till this day, it is still the "When Your Girlfriend's Breath Stinks and She Doesn't Know." I think it's at right under 16 million views.
Oh,
So I haven't topped that
my God.
I haven't topped it yet.
Oh
That's
my
huge.
God. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's insane. It's like like half the world population, not literally, but like, I mean, that's
huge.
60 million views.
60? 60?
60?
16 million
Still,
views.
16 million is more
views.
people than in probably in all of Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's gigantic. That's I can't even contemplate that.
Yeah.
Like my wife has one that was great, and it has 1 million views.
1 million views.
Yeah, and I'm like, I
16
scratch my
times
16 times that. Man.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
I gotta find out how to best that without like, it's kind of like why sometimes artists stray away from remaking a classic, like because I milked that trend like when I was in the car skit and doing the whole breath stink thing for a while. But now it's like, I gotta find something to top that,
Yep.
But I really like playing the multiple characters things. I've made some classics with that as well. Like it's really fun.
Well,
to do it all.
Yeah, you kill it. You kill it with that. And obviously, you also in the present day, you have you have Lyfe Fylms, right? You have lots of projects that you're working on right now. Where Danny, where can people find you? Where can they follow you? Obviously TikTok, right? But like Instagram. But where can they follow Lyfe Fylms and the things that you're up to now?
So Lyfe Fylms actually has an Instagram page. The I's in Lyfe and Films are both spelled with it's with a Y instead, because it's like this trend that my brother started. Life is about the why, not the I. So we got like our own like little like life gang thing going on. So yeah, my production company is called Lyfe Fylms. You can follow us on Instagram. That's LYFEFYLMS. And you can also follow me, Sneaky Life, on any platform, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, Sneaky_Life with a Y, not an I.
Gray, want to take us out? You got any parting shots with Danny, brother?
Yeah, man, this was a lot of fun, brother. I'm glad me and you got to tag up on Dave a little
Dude.
bit. But most important,
Was I convincing? Like I
You
was
were
like, how am I-
incredibly convincing.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on it. I didn't pick up on it until probably number three. Number three. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
there's something going on.
Because we're
here, you know what I
driving
mean?
here,
Like,
we were driving here, and I'm like, Dave, there's no way he's gonna get it.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
there's 1 out of 10. Like,
yeah,
like the
yeah.
whole.
I am so freaking gullible. It's not even fun.
But
It's not even fun.
But most importantly, I mean, honestly, for me, this was big because I know you, and there's tons and tons of people that know you. You have all these fans out there, but I think for the people that really don't know you, this was really good for them to get to know you and see your personality and how good of a person you are. So it means a lot to me because me and you, like the stuff that we do even outside of everything or whatever, this was big so that the people could really get to know you, which is cool.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it was a lot of fun. This was a blast.
This was a blast, man. You know, and Danny, I got to tell you, you know, I feel like I got a new friend now too, and
Yeah,
I don't
you
know if I
do.
can trust you, but but in all seriousness, this was a blast. You know, you know, I thought I knew, I didn't know. You know, I mean, I keep saying that, but you know, when you get to know the person, you know, the person behind the person, you just so much respect for you and everything that you're up to, your journey. You know what you're going, because you're still so young, dude.
Yeah.
You're so young,
Thank
like
you.
you know,
he's
you've done
just
so
starting.
much.
He's
and
just
you're
starting,
you
which
know?
is great.
So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. This is Danny Olabi. Jesus, I was about to say Olabani. I'm sorry about that. This is Danny Olabi. This is Danny Olabi. We are Infinity X. Replay, weareinfinityx.com. We are Infinity X YouTube. Danny, shout out to you, my brother. It
Shout
has
out
been
to
a
Danny.
blast, man.
Man,
Really
God bless
appreciate you,
guys.
brother.
Bro, man. God bless you
You too,
guys.
my brother.
God
Thank
bless
you guys
too,
so
man.
much, man. It was
No
a blast.
worries. It was a
You're the
blast.
best. Thanks, Danny.
All right.
Later.
Later.